We were at Good Samaritan Hospital downtown, and we had a loose affiliation among different specialists for something we called the Panic Disorders Institute. And this was where people don't get really good physical exams for their panic disorder. It's usually just, I'm having panic attacks, and the physical part is ignored. The thyroid, the heart, other endocrine conditions. So we had a first-class place. So you're talking about the early, mid-90s, before the internet was big news. And I was flooded with patients having the worst panic attacks of their lives after they'd been prescribed Prozac or Paxil or Zoloft, drugs that were indicated for panic disorder from the FDA. And their doctors were saying to them, that can't happen. Well, I posted that on my website. Because there were so few anxiety websites, I had quite an audience. And I posted that, and what happened was amazing. People were having all kinds of reactions to the SSRI antidepressants. And they went to their doctors, and the doctor would say, that can't happen. There's no side effects. This doesn't exist. I was flooded, not just with people having panic attacks from the SSRIs, people with every conceivable type of side effect. They were coming to me, they were coming here from all over the country. And I would tell them, I don't know anything about antidepressant side effects. But the reason they were showing up was they couldn't even get a doctor to sit and listen to them. And that was the beginning of it. And then I became a clearinghouse for more and more of these side effects.
So can you talk about that? I mean, did you start prescribing Prozac in your practice?
Well, I didn't prescribe it right away. I'm really old school about medicines. I don't prescribe anything the first year it comes on the market. A lot of times things come on the market and then the next year they're not there because they found something really wrong with it. So in the meantime, the people that showed up to my office had been prescribed it from somewhere else. Well, the next thing I noticed was that you couldn't stop it. And so these people would come in on SSRIs, Prozac was the first one, and when it came time to take them off the drug, they wouldn't go off it. They'd already tried, and that's when I realized that there's a very profound withdrawal from these drugs. And then, there's something else happened later down the road when I prescribed, it was Paxil to a patient, and then I was just giving him samples and he couldn't afford it. When the samples ran out, within 3 or 4 days he attempted suicide. And boy, there was nothing about this guy that was suicidal. He was unhappy, but it wasn't much. And it made me curious about the drug then. Now I realize it's a typical withdrawal suicide. It's pretty common.